سبيل الدموع سبيل مريح، تنهدى يا صاحي كي تستريح.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الله أكبر، الله أكبر، الله أكبر، الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة. حي على الصلاة. حي على الفلاح. حي على الفلاح. الصلاة خير من النوم. الصلاة خير من النوم. الله أكبر، الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله. اللهم رب هذه الدعوة التامة والصلاة القائمة، آت محمدا الوسيلة والفضيلة وابعثه مقاما محمودا الذي وعدته، إنك لا تخلف الميعاد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. ربنا زدنا علما. اللهم أجرنا من النار، اللهم أجرنا من النار، اللهم أجرنا من النار. Today, inshallah, we'll be talking about another Imam Nawawi hadith, hadith number 18, which talks about Islamic character. This hadith is very extensive. Inshallah, we will go over some brief points and key points of this hadith, inshallah. عن أبي ذر جندب ابن جنادة وأبي عبد الرحمن معاذ ابن جبل رضي الله عنهما عن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم قال: اتق الله حيثما كنت وأتبع السيئة الحسنة تمحها وخالق الناس بخلق حسن. رواه الترمذي وقال حديث حسن، وفي بعض النسخ حسن صحيح. On the authority of Abu Dhar, Jundub ibn Junada, and Abu AbduRahman Mu'adh ibn Jabr, may Allah both be pleased with them, that the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Fear Allah wherever you are, and follow up a bad deed with a good deed, and it will wipe out. And behave towards the people with a good behavior." This is reported in Tirmidhi, who has said that it is a Hasan hadith. But some copies of Sunan Tirmidhi says it's a Hasan Sahih. So this hadith mainly focuses on taqwa, piety, which is a very comprehensive, and it speaks at three different levels: how we are with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, how we are with ourselves, and how we are with other people. So piety has the same meaning as wiqaya, which is protection. So it is basically a barrier between you and the punishment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and it will protect you on the day of judgment. Piety is comprehensive, it's a comprehensive word which involves fulfilling all the obligations, not doing the prohibitions, and not just doing fulfilling the recommended, and doing what is not disliked, doing what is not disliked. And piety is not just a feeling from the heart, but it is also an action with the limbs. Piety is mentioned in three meanings in the Quran. Number one, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala calls it fear. Piety, you have to fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Number two, it has to be as obedience, and you have to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then number three, that it should purify the heart from any sins. So piety does not only means not to leave any sins, but also to leave things which are halal and may lead to haram. Piety is a very similar concept to wara'a, which was discussed in Hadith 11. But piety has wara'a in it, but not all piety has wara'a in it. For those who do not remember what wara'a means, wara'a is leaving something out that is halal out of fear that it will harm you in the akhirah. Like Abdullah ibn Umar said about wara'a, that I like to put a barrier between of halal between me and which is haram. And I do not break this barrier, and I do not do it because of my desire. And he will avoid some halal actions, so that he can ensure that he does not fall into any of these sins. And now we have to have piety with regards to shirk and kufr by having sound knowledge. We have to have piety with regards to the major sins by knowing the consequences of what we will commit if we do this sin. And we need to have piety with regards to lesser sins, and always make tawbah and make it more frequently. And we need to have piety all the time and everywhere, in secret or in public. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does talk about some virtues of piety in the Quran, and the Prophet ﷺ also does talk about some virtues of piety. So we'll go over some. So it was an advice given to the earlier nations that they should have done piety. We could see with many of the prophets that, like for example, Lut, when he was calling to them, and then they gave them the answer that take him away from the village. Indeed, he's going to make us good again. Indeed, he's going to make us pure again. Indeed, he's going to make us have taqwa in Allah. He's going to make us fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So that's why they drove him out. So this was a very early message given to almost every nation, that that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent down a messenger or a prophet, and then they got the similar advice, saying that we won't follow you and we'll leave you alone. Number two, that it is advice from the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam to his nation, as we find it in many hadith, such as this one that we are reading right now. Number three, it is an advice of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam to the righteous people. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions that it is the best of clothing, best covering from any sins, and it is the best form of sustenance. Now, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also does talk about many attributes of piousness in the Quran. So, number one, in Baqarah, he says in ayahs 3 that they believe in the unseen. Number two, they are truthful. They're the most truthful in their speech. actions and their belief. And these are the same people that have the most veneration with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's law, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's sharia. And these are the people who seek justice most. These are the same people that like to forgive, pardon, and hold their anger. And they leave out which is halal. They leave out which is halal out of fear of falling into something haram. This one's actually given to the Prophet ﷺ, and there are many benefits to piety. We'll go over some, and inshallah we will end. Number one, you will be able to get the guidance from the Quran. Number two, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make seeking knowledge easier for you. Number three, you will get the guidance and the help from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Number four, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you his loyalty and support. Number five, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will protect you from all evil. Number six, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will protect you and your parents and your children after your death. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you the criterion to know from right from wrong, and so on and so forth. The list on keep on going. So inshallah we'll stop here. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun. Salamun ala al-mursaleen. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Wa akhiru da'wahum alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen.
سبيل الدموع سبيل مريح تنهدى يا صاحي كي تستريح